Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Michael Devon, aka your new favorite writer, and today I'm dropping in with a new video that's a little bit different. Today, I'm going to talk about one of the biggest shows that to ever exist in CW history, a show that I never really cared about until recently, and I'm going to do a character analysis on one of the most popular characters from the show. And this is something I really need to get off my chest because I see so much discourse regarding this specific character you see on the screen, and most of it is really good and I just don't understand it. And I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just trying to get you to understand why I don't think she's as good as a character as a lot of people want her to be. So from the jump, it is established that she is the it girl, the quintessential popular girl that all the girls at school want to be around and all the boys want to be with. And from the outside looking in, I understand why. She's tall, she's beautiful, she's charismatic, and she's rich and all of that stuff. So if I was a boy and I went to the high school that they went to, was it Constance? I would love to be with her. But Serena represents that girl who is the ultimate fantasy. But once that fantasy meets reality, you realize that that's all it ever was. It's a fantasy because she is an absolute train wreck of a person. Her negative personality traits consist of: she's a borderline idiot, she's flighty, she's irresponsible, and she's a liar. She's also extremely self-centered, and nor does she have any real ambitions or any type of direction going on in her life. It just seems like she's literally the physical embodiment of wind. She's just going wherever life takes her, and she has no control over anything she does. To me, the perfect description of her is someone who has all the privileges in the world. Rich privilege, white privilege, pretty privilege, but she is not smart enough to put any of that together. She just not smart. And she continues to fail upwards because of all of her privileges. Serena, as a friend, she's not a top tier friend either. As we can see, the relationship between her and Blair goes up and down every single episode. It's the same exact cycle, whether Serena lies about something or does something wrong or shows that she can be a little bit jealous of Blair sometimes. And then when the situation is revealed that Serena was wrong in the first place, she apologizes. It's the same cycle as I do something wrong, I apologize. She never learns from her mistakes. It's the same thing over and over. And I'm in the middle of season 5 with my wife, and this is absolutely absurd. I'm like, girl, you guys are 21 now. You're still making the same exact mistakes as you were when you were 16. How is this even possible? Well, I know how it's possible. It's because, one, she's an idiot, and two, it's because people forgive her because she's pretty. I believe that's what it is. When you're good looking, people like myself and Serena can get away with pretty much anything. People would just give you 100 chances just because they like your face. Secondly, Serena as a partner. Quite honestly, I'm on record for saying I don't understand the appeal Serena Van Der Woodsen as a partner. I can never understand why so many guys are just so immediately in love with her beyond her just being pretty subjectively. Because being loved by Serena Van Der Woodsen, it's not a real flex. Actually, it's pretty much the easiest thing to do. All you have to do is just say hey or open the door for her or run into her a couple of times and she's immediately in love with you. She looks at every single guy as if they're Jesus Christ walking on air. It's absolutely insane. And honestly, it is no knock on Blake Lively. I just felt like the writers really didn't know what else to do with her but to pair her with all these random mediocre looking men and hope that it lands. And none of them really did because none of her love interests were not interesting at all. What are we talking about? The whole storyline of her mother being the reason why her teacher went to jail for a few years, and then he gets out of jail and still falls in love with Serena, even though she's technically the reason why he went to jail in the first place. Stupid. That one guy, I don't even remember these guys' names. That's how irrelevant they are. The guy that she met when they kept running into each other about the cabs, trying to catch a cab, that whole cliche thing, and they just keep running into the blah, blah, blah. Then recently she's Google-eyed for this Charlie's ex-boyfriend or something. Charlie's ex-boyfriend, who's the most mediocre or average looking guy you can ever meet. She runs into him and she immediately thinking about him the entire episode. I hope I may never get to see him again. I hope I get to see him again. Get a grip of yourself. You don't even know this guy and he's not even that special or even that cool. It happens over and over. Then Speaking of, I'm gonna go back to the whole For the Love of Serena reality show that they have between Dan and that they have between Dan and that was between Dan and Golden Boy, which is Nate. Which, come on, bro, like both of you can do better than this. Both of you are friends and you are fighting over the same girl that you both already had in high school. You both are in college. Nate, you're banging older chicks all the time. You don't need Serena, who is already a train wreck. Dan, what are you doing? Like, I just wanted to punch both of them, because why are you fighting over this chick to choose either one of you? It shouldn't even come down to that. Y'all should be choosing her. It should be the other way around. She doesn't bring nothing to the table. I never get it. She's just pretty, and that's it. And sometimes that's even debatable. Like, to me personally, she's pretty, but in a regular way. They make it seem like she's the most gorgeous thing to have ever existed in life. Once again, she's not smart. She's a mess. Family issues, daddy issues, dumb. Do I need to say more? Now, I've seen on so many blogs and even over social media, people keep saying, oh, Nate and Serena were the best couple. They were so beautiful together. All they did was have sex. They never talked about anything. They came up with stupid plans that never worked, and they just had sex. Sex. That's it. They had no real chemistry mentally or emotionally. They were really just perfect for each other because they were both stupid and they both have no real sense of ambition or direction in life. Although I can understand why men will go for the damsel in distress who also has like a killer smile and is a little bit funny. Overall, beyond having a couple of good fun nights with her, I would never see anything long term with her. But one thing that I did enjoy about her character is how she was consistently always optimistic, because she always remained ignorant and always tried to pretend to be this nice girl when ultimately deep down she really isn't as nice as she wants to be. Because when something doesn't go her way, or for example whenever Blair got more shine than she did, she always was visibly upset about it. Even when she tried to be congratulatory or tried to pretend that she was happy for Blair, she always wanted the spotlight more than everybody. Now, as a writer, I would have taken Serena down a different path. And I would have done it right after it was revealed that her father was tampering with Lily's medications and treatments to get closer to them. Because up until that point, Serena was always blindly optimistic, always wanting to see the best in everybody. And her childlike ignorance always made it easier for people to manipulate her. And with a girl like that, who sees her father as larger than life, a father that she wants to make proud, a father that she pretended to be someone that she is not so he can see her in a better light, a father that she really tried so desperately to have a better relationship with, despite him not really caring at all. That truth alone should have just crushed her, even if it was for a while, even if it was just only for a season. That right there alone should have just flipped the switch in her head. Personally, I would have loved to see Serena lean into all of her negative personality traits. It would have been actually very interesting to see Serena develop into this man-eating type of woman, a boss chick who really doesn't give a fuck about what others have to say to her because she's going to do exactly what she wants to do. To see a slightly darker version of Serena, someone who's just cold and heartless and will chew anybody out, that would have been very entertaining to watch, at least for a season. But instead, the writers were hell-bent on making her the female golden retriever of the show, the girl all the men fawn over for absolutely no reason, and overall a character with no real depth. That is my yap session for today, so let me know in the comments, am I being a little too hard on Serena Van Der Woodsen, or am I right on the nose with it? And by the way, if you're here, please, and I'm begging you on my knees, subscribe to my channel. I want this channel to grow. I'm going to do everything on this channel. This is where I'm going to show you guys who I really am as an artist, as a person who loves music, as a person who loves television. I'm going to do more character breakdowns and analysis from all of my television shows. I will continue to do album reviews and discography grades, all that fun stuff. But I will also, while I'm working on my album, I'll be doing a little documentary. I think that's going to be fun. And I will be detailing my journey as an author, recording artist as well. I think this is going to be really fun to do. I can't wait for you guys to join this journey with me, and I'm very excited. So have a good one. Thank you.
In fact, I have to go.
Hey, yo, I did mention that I am an author, which means I have poetry collections and novels available on Amazon, iBooks, Barnes and Noble, Kobo, Kindle Unlimited. Wherever you read and buy books, they're there. I have books available for you, and I promise you, I'm awesome. I've been an author for a very long time, and I've just been out here grinding, dog. Like, you love my work, I guarantee you.